Eve, is that you?
Matthew, you're awake. You did it. You resisted the sun.
I did? I did. It's dark. So dark. Except for that tiny, blinding light. Eve, what is that?
It is dark.
Eve, what's with that light?
This is what I feared might happen. You used up all of the celestial energy within the Delta. The combination of immense amounts of reverse celestial energy from the Delta and a lesser amount of positive celestial energy of the Sun created a large-scale explosion of reverse celestial energy. This explosion is so great that it will eat both of us up. You don't hear the explosion now, but by the time you do, you'll both be swallowed up by it, along with the entire rest of the garden. The excess reverse celestial energy, which the explosion is fueled by, will combine with the positive celestial energy, which the garden is made up of, erasing this whole world. In essence, it is a supernova.
So, we're both gonna die?
No, not quite. Luckily for you, this event will trigger the death of the garden event, which will return all humans living in the garden to the real world. So you finally get to return to Earth.
Really? That's fantastic. Thank you, Eve, really. I never would have found a way to leave the garden without you. And I'm sorry for releasing the sun. Maybe if I didn't do that, we could have lived here together. But it's fine, right? Now you get to come back to Earth with me, and there's so much to show you. You love my sister. Well, I mean...
Matthew, stop. Don't say another word.
Huh? What's wrong, Eve?
Matthew, do you know the reason why I wanted to keep the sun sealed away? Why I wanted to regain full control of my powers?
Why?
Well, when I first sealed the sun inside of you, it was an act of selfishness. I just didn't want the sun to rule the garden. But then after a little while, the guilt caught up to me. And I thought, maybe if you used the Delta on me and I regained control of my powers, then maybe we could stay together in the garden. I could build us a nice place, and you'd maybe forgive me for sealing the sun inside of you.
Well, we can still be together on Earth, Eve.
Matthew, I am the moon. I'm a part of the garden. I am made up of positive celestial energy. When that explosion of reverse celestial energy hits me, I will be returned to nothingness. I can't go with you.
So, by exploding the sun, I killed you?
Matthew, the garden was never really meant to be. A place born from dissatisfaction is bound to fall apart. Worlds are born and return to nothingness. And the only proof of their existence would be the impact they have on you.
I love you, Eve. I love being with you because when I'm with you, I don't have to think about all the bad things I've done. Because we've both done bad things, right?
Matthew, that isn't love. It's desperation.
So that's it then. The garden will evaporate and I'll return to Earth. Continue on with my boring life. And you'll be gone.
Yep. Matthew, I have a question for you.
What is it?
What was so bad about your life back on Earth that you dreamt of another life?
Honestly, nothing.
Matthew, for all the time I've known you, you've always underplayed your issues. Every one of them. Walking off a severed arm might work in the garden, but you can't do that on Earth.
I should have known you'd keep pressing. Eve, you're the first person I've ever told this to. Well, here's the story. On my walk to and from school every morning and afternoon, I'd always walk near this other kid, as we both live in about the same place and go to the same school. Him and I are kind of strangers though, so we tend to walk a couple of feet apart. The quickest way to get to our neighborhood involves walking across a grassy and hilly landscape. Well, one day, him and I were walking home from school and something felt off. I looked over at the kid I was walking with and I saw myself. Somebody who looked exactly like me was walking right behind the kid. The stalker's footsteps were silent. I could have said something to the kid. I could have warned him. I could have called for help. But I was terrified. So I didn't say anything. I just kept walking, and I kept my head down. And then, the next thing I knew, the stalker pulled out a gun and shot the guy. I felt his blood splatter onto my face. I looked around, and the stalker was nowhere to be seen, his gun lying on the ground. I panicked. I didn't want to be framed for anything, so I buried the kid's body. When I finally got home that day, the first person I saw was my sister. She saw my bloody face and asked me what happened. I told her all that I could. I killed the man. A look of horror grew on her face. I locked myself up in my room for the next couple of days. I then began to fear myself. I wondered why I didn't help the kid in any way, and I wished myself away into the garden. You know, Eve, on that spaceship, the file about me spoke nothing but lies. I was not the one who killed a man, nor was it in self-defense. But that mirror wasn't broken. I am someone who could have done something.
Matthew, you...
To be honest, Eve, I have no clue what I'm going to do when I get back to Earth. But there is something that I'm going to bring from the garden to Earth that'll help me. The Delta. I think the torment I experienced in the garden made me realize something. The world is dark and cold, and it'll always be dark and cold. But me? I can be whoever the hell I want. And I want to be a beacon of light. I want to be the reason someone wakes up tomorrow.
Well, seems the garden has finally served its purpose.
I guess this is goodbye. Looks like we only got a couple of seconds left until...
Matthew,
What is it?
I love you too. rather be someone else besides myself, who I trust with my life. Take me away somewhere else that's far from home, another world, another me. Walking past the hills as I'm on my way home, stalling as I walk, how far can I roam? I see you far away and try to call your name, but my vocal cords fail me and I walk home in shame. I'd rather be someone else besides myself, who I trust with my life. Take me away somewhere else that's far from home, another world, another me. Now I stand at the crossroads and I see you walk away from where I'm meant to go. One foot yearns to chase after you, but you have strayed too far from where I'm gonna go. I'd rather be someone else besides myself, who I trust with my life. Take me away somewhere else that's far from home, another world, another me. I'd rather be someone else besides myself, who I trust with my life. Take me away somewhere else that's far from home, another world, another me.
Stalker, there are two things that set you and I apart. Number one, I, as a human who hopes to better my life, who, despite setbacks, always looks forward to a bright future, can harness the change brought by the Delta as a weapon. You, a mere oppressive force, are destroyed by it. When an obstacle is placed in front of me, I immediately look for a way to break through. You, on the other hand, you can only create obstacles. When faced with one yourself, you have no clue what to do. And number 2, at the moment, there are no obstacles in front of me. But the same cannot be said about you, for right now, I stand in your way. Goodbye, Eve. It's a shame that you can't see the moon during the day.
I'd rather be someone else besides myself, who I trust with my life. Take me away.